How do I control my negotiation team in a tough negotiation, in a crisis? When and how to interfere and to step in, and what's your idea?
I mean, I think, okay, so essentially, I'm not a negotiation expert, you are, but one thing I do study is power, right? And you can have power, but you can also share power. You can empower people. So the lesson about empowerment is essentially to make it work, to share power, which, if I understand correctly, what you're saying is I need to empower my negotiation team. They're going out there on my behalf. 4 things have to be present. The first thing is a clear frame, right? The frame is essentially empowerment is freedom within a frame. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. I'm going to give you a frame. Those are going to be the parameters, what I want to get out of it, maybe how long we have, et cetera, whatever the parameters are. If you've worked with that team a long time and they think along with you, maybe that frame can be really thin. If you haven't worked with them before, maybe you need to make that frame really thick.
Okay.
So essentially, okay, I'm going to give them a frame. Perhaps, if values are really critical, as I said, our family is part of a family company, and I can see for them values are very critical. So even if an agent went in a negotiation and they got the best outcome, but the company values weren't upheld, that would be a failure to them. So I think values could be part of that frame. And then you need to have feedback, right? So they go out there and they negotiate on your behalf. What feedback do you give them after? Do you do an after session debrief, and kind of where are you wanting to give them direction about where to go in the future? The other one is psychological safety. We talked about this earlier. Do they feel comfortable to come to you and to ask questions and to say, okay, if this happens, what do you want us to do in this case? So do they feel that psychological safety with you? And then, as you said, these kind of checkpoints during the way. Do you want to have a checkpoint after you have the negotiation? Do we need to have a check-in during the negotiation to kind of say how things are going? And so in your mind, as the principal, giving that really clear direction about, okay, this is how I want to check in with you because I want to have more or less control. And of course, the check-in points have some correlation with the thickness of the frame. The more thick the frame, maybe the more I'm going to check in. The more thin the frame, the less I need to have that hands-on interaction with you.